guys, it's time to talk Hey guys, it's time to talk Rush Hour, episode 5, Assault on Precinct 7, and we have a special guest in the building, Jessika Van. So stay tuned as we break down this episode.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, AfterBuzzers, welcome. We are here and we are ready to talk episode 5. Of course, I'm your host, Janeisha, and you guys can follow me on all social media at Janeisha_MissVI, and let me allow my panel to introduce themselves.
Hey guys, I'm Gabriel Gonzalez. You can catch me on Twitter all the time at G on TV.
I am Josh Rodriguez. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh_Rodriguez_.
Khaliel Abooboo at Khaliel Abooboo.
And we have a very special guest in the building. You guys know her as Lee's sister, Kim. Say hello to Jessika Van.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
Welcome. We're so excited to have you on the show. You are our very first guest, so we are super
Really?
excited.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
And nobody likes us.
Yes.
Oh.
We tried.
I think it's
We tried.
I think it's Khaliel you don't like.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
what'd
that's
you
not true.
do to Justin
I
last
didn't.
time?
Me and Justin are cool. We're homies.
He pissed off John, that's what happened. No, just kidding.
Oh, really? No, I don't think so, because you wouldn't be here then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
John
Okay.
calls the shots apparently.
I know who's supposed to not step on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he looked like he can kick your butt too.
Yeah, and he's got a new motorcycle, so
Oh.
Okay.
I got a Honda Civic.
that's hot. That's
Yeah.
really sexy. Oh my god, those Twitter follows are coming in right now. Real hot. Just like
Don't gas
blowing you up.
Don't hate on the
do
Civic.
Yeah.
The Civic was my first car. Don't hate on that.
Boom.
I ain't hating.
Come on,
I
just
said there's gonna be
saying.
followers coming.
Team
Just
Civic.
saying. All right, give me some. Right here.
All right, guys.
We're off to
All
a
right.
bad start, Jessica. I'm not liking this.
Alright, start over. Redo.
Listen, leave our guests alone, okay,
sorry.
guys? It's
sorry.
too early for that.
They're already
I didn't
picking
do
on me.
I didn't do anything.
Listen, earlier they were teaming because I'm the only girl on the panel, so they're always
Here we
teaming
go.
up on me.
Woo!
So I was like, I got another girl in the building
Yeah.
tonight, and
Yeah.
so, you know.
We gotta represent.
Thank you.
We're gonna keep down the law tonight.
You see? That's
All right.
what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
No, for one
yeah.
thing, yes, you do, but you make it sound like we give you a hard time.
You do.
Janeisha.
You do.
No,
Especially
we
those
don't.
two over there are kids. Yeah, give us a hard time. Yeah.
We are kids. But I think we're good kids. We're
You
fun
gotta
kids.
respect her. She's got fuchsia on. You gotta
I respect her. I respect her. I put respect on it.
They put respect on it.
I just know she has the power to shut down my microphone anytime she wants if I'm
I don't know
out of
about
line.
that.
So.
Ooh.
I don't know about
Hey
that.
guys, if you don't know, Janeisha's the one who runs things in studio too. Okay, you know.
Sometimes. All right.
runs her
But
mouth.
tonight,
Don't let her fool
Tonight,
you.
I'm going to share some of that power with Jessika. Thank you so much for coming. And let's talk a little bit about this episode tonight, guys. You guys, the show started out talking about family. It's been
Yes.
a reoccurring theme for I think the last few episodes, right?
Right.
And so we see Lee basically at dinner with the team. You know, they're having a good dinner. Cheating.
Gerald cheating at Go
Gerald
Fish.
cheating at Go Fish. Who does that? Who does that? Yeah, you would do that, Josh.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
What do you guys think about that scene?
I thought it was funny. It was like a nice way to start the episode.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we got like a serious episode with like Lee's sister and like that storyline finally coming to fruition because I've been waiting for that.
You've been waiting.
I've been waiting.
This guy's been waiting.
Yes, I
he's really
said
been
it
waiting.
like twice. I feel like you're the character we've most wanted to see on the series as a whole, just because as a hook, you know, we already know the movie, we know the franchise, but you're that factor that's like, okay, this is what's going to make it original. What's something we don't know more than just this week-to-week case? So I was finally glad to like, yes, she's
Listen.
finally coming back.
He predicts that you'll be back on the episode every week because he's
and,
been trying to get you back on.
and apparently I was right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
See? She's okay with it.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
matters.
good with it. Thank you. I'm
See?
like, I'll take the support.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Well,
Always acting like I'm crazy. That's just mean, Janeisha. I thought
sorry,
I thought we were
sorry.
a team on this side of the desk. I'm hurt.
Oh, so we're not a team? All four of us were not a team?
Okay, you're like way over there sometimes.
we're gonna have
No,
some
of course we're a
counseling,
team,
some family
Josh.
counseling sessions.
Like,
Okay.
terrible.
I will say though, you when you came, if I woke up and somebody had a gun in front of me, I sister or not, we would definitely get into it. I do think I really did enjoy the scene with you and Lee fighting. That was a kick-ass scene.
So do you know Kung Fu?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I do. So I do train in real life.
Awesome. So you do all your
So-
own stunts and everything?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So on certain things we did have people, but on other things there was no one. Like, so for example, in the bedroom, neither of us had our stunt doubles there on that one. So it was all just me and Lee, or me and John. And he was going for it. Like, I came out of that with some bruises, like blocking
wow.
his hits and stuff.
Yeah.
He was not messing around. But he's awesome to work with because
Yeah.
he's like got a really high standard. So he'll make sure I'm on it. He'll make sure I'm
Cool.
doing my best.
Did you climb the baseball fence?
I did, and it is
Dang.
like we had heels on, both me and the double did it, but we both had heels on,
Wow.
which is really hard. And so all of the running and everything in the episode, it's a lot of running in heels.
Don't know what
Well,
that's like.
hey, I will say this: you made it
I'll tell
look
you what that's
easy.
like.
My question,
Thanks.
obviously, like we know John, he carries so much of the martial arts aspect on the show.
Yeah.
All of your fight scenes have been with him, and they've been intense. What kind of training do you got to do to keep up with John? Because we know he has that extensive background.
Yeah, he's got an extensive background for sure, and I can't compete with that. But I've been training for the last few years in a few different forms, Wing Chun and some different other like Shaolin and different types of Kung Fu forms. And so that's kind of my background, and before that I was a dancer from when I was young. So the flexibility thing I had, and then the rest was a matter of like learning how to attack,
Okay.
But nowadays, me and Amy have been training with John, and so John's been teaching me some Muay Thai and some boxing
Nice.
stuff, which has
Whoa.
been really fun. So I don't know, when it's time for the show, I'm always just like trying to do everything I can, and I'm always sore for like a full week.
Wow.
Well, you do a good job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Because you kicking his ass is actually pretty believable when you see it.
Oh,
it's like watching
thanks.
this and stuff.
As long as you believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the choreography, we've talked about it. It's one of the big strengths of the show, just how well you guys
Yeah.
put those scenes together. It's really one of the best parts every week.
Oh,
Well,
thanks.
was
Yeah,
that-
Jeff, came up with a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was a huge transition for you, being a dancer. Or
Yeah.
are there a lot of similarities, or is it a huge difference for you?
Yes and no. So, are you a dancer? Or?
Yes, I'm a dancer.
Okay, yeah. So, yes and no. I mean, on the one hand, it's an easy transition because it's like choreography, right? So, especially if like stuff like on the show where it's fight choreography, and he's like, okay, you're gonna do this, and then throughout, like you can kind of like feel the rhythm, and you
Yeah.
already have that. But the harder part is that you have to think more from the perspective of you're actually trying to accomplish something, right? Like I'm actually trying to like escape this guy or knock this guy out. I'm not trying to just look at you, just happen to be
by
there.
all means.
He,
I like it.
he would love it, honestly. Like, he's been waiting for it.
Yeah, I had a dream the other day. It's like I got knocked the heck out by Jessica Van on set.
He's got some Vaseline in his back pocket. He's like, I'll be going right before you go.
Man, with Khaliel, don't you dare do that to me on my camera.
I'm talking about for protection when you get hit.
Gosh,
What are you talking
guys,
about?
I don't know
All
where
right,
this is
knock it off,
going.
knock it off,
This is some
guys.
That's a
X-rated
thing.
interviewing.
No,
it's very G-rated.
that is Vaseline is totally a thing for fights. Like, that
Vaseline
is-
on face and razors in your mouth.
Well,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
It is. It is a
That
thing.
is totally a thing.
What do you know about razors? And...
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, Janeisha.
Let's bring it back, guys. All right, so we see Kim basically tip off his brother. Tip off her brother, and so I was a little confused there.
I was
like,
very
What is
confused.
she doing? Is it a trap? Like what is going on? But at the same time, too, I kind of always feel like
I knew
family
she
first.
wasn't all bad.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's that loyalty at the end of the day. What did you guys? You thought she wasn't all
I
that
knew
bad?
she wasn't all bad. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. No, I'm not gonna say no.
I think the
No,
jury's
go
still
ahead,
out if
say
she's all bad or not, to be honest with you.
You said what?
The jury's still out.
I was gonna
I
say
agree.
that.
I agree.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna
do you
say.
you like her bad? Is that what's going on? You like bad girls?
I actually don't. I really don't.
No?
No, I don't. I have a girlfriend. She's a very good girl.
So boom.
So you just like it when I'm evil.
No, I just think you're evil.
Not you personally, your character.
I think what he's trying to say is you play evil
okay.
very well. Is
You do.
that-
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I'm not sold on you being on the good side yet. That's all.
Gotcha.
And I do gotta
Yeah.
say this, all those scenes where you have like the hoodie and then at night you just have that,
Yeah.
you do that a little too well for a good character. I think that's one of the things that throws me off too.
What, her eyes?
She has that intensity, like when you saw her in the precinct and
You
she's
do.
watching
Okay, so
John.
you give a lot of face. That's
Yeah.
what he's trying to say. You're like,
Gotcha.
You give a lot of
Face.
I'm
face.
bugging.
Yeah.
I'm bugging. I like your face. That's a good face.
I like that expression. Girl, you give so much face.
She's like she's duck lips and you know the precinct.
There you go. You got it.
Sure.
You got it.
Now, we also see, well, speaking of loyalty, we see the sister, giving John a little tip, but then we also see the flip side. We see him lie to his partner and everybody, the captain and everyone, about the situation. What would you guys have done in this
Is
situation?
it the flip though? Because I mean, in his mind, he's like,
He's protecting her.
yeah, or at least like, oh, I'm gonna handle this myself.
Yeah, but you don't. I'm sorry. I thought he was wrong for lying to Carter. Like, at least Carter should have known. Everybody else, okay, I get it, because you don't want to throw your sister under the bus completely. She's obviously trying to help you out at this point, and you want to save her still. But I think he should have said something to at least Carter. What do you think?
I agree, and I think what sets the precedent for that is just how well they put together that opening scene. That was
Family.
just charming.
Yeah.
The way Lee's even okay with Gerald after they've had all those disagreements in the last few episodes. The way that they put all that aside, and you really see Lee feel at home with Carter and Dee Dee at that house. So for that, how to put it, that dishonesty, that distrust, that did mess with me a bit, just because they also established that Lee has Carter's back in the last episode. So that was interesting to see.
What do you
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying. I think he should at least told Carter.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jessica?
I don't know. I think my brother knows what he's doing. Gotta let a guy do what he needs to do, right?
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
So let's talk about these bad guys you work for. Well, I mean, at least Kim works for. The Quantow. Yeah.
Quantow.
Yeah. They got some serious issues. First of all, the snake. Well, they're smuggling women. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, girl
It's
power.
already.
What?
Whoa!
You see, Jessica gave me
Whoa.
one too.
He did not mean it like that. He did not mean it like that.
Why is everything I say get misinterpreted? I'm gonna be quiet for the rest of the
Welcome
That
to
is
my world,
definitely
bro.
not a girl power
Yeah.
situation. Let's keep that fist out. But yeah, we see of course they're trafficking the girls. They're smuggling them in these huge trucks. And then first of all, the snake. What's up with the snake thing? Is that's their theme?
Snakes are a thing.
I think it's just they. I don't know. I guess the Quantow likes snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snake in the water was really gross for me, by the way.
Oh,
When he
the
was-
tea, the drink.
That's
Yeah.
just gross. Yeah.
And that's it. Well, in the first scene where the guy gets bit by the snake, I thought he was going to just take the bag back to his car and then it was going to blow up or something like
Yeah.
that.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they did surprise us with that. That was a nice little...
I did think about
Nice
that,
little
but I was
shot.
like, they're too close for a bomb.
Okay.
So that's
that
what
makes
that's
But
what.
it could have been a timer as he drives away.
Yeah, but I mean, he was gonna go look in the bag, so like you knew that.
Okay,
That's
true.
what I was thinking. Like, and he started going for it. I was like, no, it can't be a bomb. They're too close.
I mean,
thought
but do you stick your hand in a bag without look? I don't.
If I thought there's a lot of money in that bag, absolutely.
you wouldn't even like look or something, you just stick your hand in it.
You gotta think like bad guys do. It's like, I need to count my money.
I was gonna
You know, I
say
just
something,
committed
but it was
a
gonna
crime.
get twisted.
No,
it
say
was
it,
gonna
say
be
it.
no,
Say it,
because it
please,
was
I wanna
about
hear it.
sticking body parts in places. So like it was gonna get
Oh my
twisted.
goodness.
And we're just talking about counting money, but y'all gonna take it somewhere else. So let's just keep on with the show.
All right. We'll keep on with the show.
Stop laughing at me.
I'm just smiling. I'm a
judging.
happy person.
You're judging.
I'm a happy person and I smile.
right, so let us move on to a couple of the fight scenes. I thought the group fight scenes in this episode was I thought they were really fun.
Yes.
They also reminded me a little bit of the actual Rush Hour movie. I like that you guys have those references back to the original film once in a while. And I thought it was cool. I was happy that Didi fought. She was kicking butt.
Yes.
Yeah.
She held it down.
Girl power.
There you go.
With her hair all wet and everything, I was like, that's a sexy fight.
So wait, were you there when a lot of these scenes were being filmed?
Some of them, the Precinct I was,
Okay.
because I had to be there for so much of it. The spa, I don't think I was there that day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it looked great.
No, it was really, really good. I liked how everyone was like kicking butt. And
It was fun.
There were a few things I wasn't happy about though. First of all, how did John
When
end
he
up?
jumped down and walked out the front door,
Oh, yeah, that
like
was-
nothing happened.
Oh yeah, that was.
In the
I had
meeting?
a problem with
Yeah.
that when he.
Which part?
When Honorable Dragon was in the room and he was up there sweating.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
doing
he
that
just
Spider-Man
jumped
thing.
down.
That was
And
the
no
sweat
one's-
was cool, but it was just like he just jumped in, like they're all laughing. LA has rats.
And then he jumped and he
down.
left and nobody
It's
heard
like-
him. But you did hear him kind of like creak a little bit earlier in the episode, I guess
Yeah.
when it was silent. But to me, I just didn't think that was realistic. That's just me.
Gotcha.
But you know, he does have light. He's light on his feet. Yeah.
I was
Man,
trying
it's
to
like
figure
a
that
cat.
out.
Girl
No.
power.
Go.
Cats. Girl power. No.
No, I don't know how you kind that
Yeah, I
together.
don't know what's happening over there.
Hey, welcome to our world.
Your world, I understand him completely.
Thank you.
Once again, that's what happens when
That's
you're
why
on
you
that
two are on
side of the
that side
desk.
over there.
Me and Janeisha right here.
We're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're right here.
there we
And
go.
Jessica's part of this.
I
this
have
side.
to go where the girl goes. I gotta be with the women.
There we
you
go.
know?
Girl power.
Wait, what? She just called you a woman.
Wait, no.
Hey.
That's not what I meant.
Girl power game.
That's not what I meant.
You know what? I
Oh,
just
not what I
that's
meant.
what one of those G's stand for.
Josh.
That's
screw it
not what
over.
she meant.
Come on, man.
That's not what she meant.
Come on.
All right,
Not
guys.
what I meant.
Come with
Not
us.
what I meant.
Come with
no,
us.
no,
Hey,
no,
you-
no,
you-
no. We don't want to lose you.
You're my favorite character
You're one
until
of the
like 2
girls.
seconds ago.
Oh,
He doesn't mean that.
He's
Just so you know,
Stab me in the heart.
Dee Dee is my favorite female character on Rush Hour. Ever told you guys that?
I'm crying inside. Oh, you're breaking
Look
me
at that
apart.
sarcasm.
Good,
She
right?
doesn't
No, I
do that.
am. I
You
am.
can see why she's such a great actress when she says that, right?
I'm hurting.
See, he really is, guys. Come on.
She knows.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But no, seriously, Didi definitely kicked some butt in that
Yeah.
episode. I thought it was cool to kind of see everyone fighting, especially the precinct when all the officers or all the detectives are fighting. I thought it was pretty
Well,
neat.
except Donovan.
Donovan
Yeah.
was just getting thrown around.
Yeah.
Poor, he almost got killed at the end.
Donovan
Dee Dee
was
saved
like,
him.
"Oh yeah, okay, here, take the gun. Cool.
And then he got
Oh,
held
I'm
hostage.
hostage. Okay, cool. I'm hostage now.
Carter's like,
Poor guy.
You're gonna die. And he's like, you're really gonna let me die? Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
die.
and haven't they said that apparently in the precinct he's more important than Carter and some of the other officers?
Is it Donovan?
Yeah,
It was
I
a
thought
joke
they
in
did.
one of the
One of
episodes,
them,
yeah.
yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
seriously?
Nah.
I know. Am I the only one who read into that? Okay.
No, I didn't catch
All right.
that. I disagree. So, all right. So, yeah, I thought all the fight scenes were pretty interesting. The spa scene was really funny too.
Yes.
And then we find out that Joe Tao is the son of the Honorable Dragon. Kind of by default in a weird way, and he's not. I would say he's not really happy to be his son, because his mom was one of those women that were trafficked, was involved in the trafficking. So,
Right.
yeah, that's interesting. What did you guys think about that?
I mean, I think it went back to I felt like they were trying to touch on something with the culture, maybe. That, you know what, because it wasn't, the only term I think is illegitimate, something like that, that's why they're okay with necessarily letting him go rather than, maybe more of an effort to rescue him. I wasn't sure where they were going with that.
I was totally surprised when he got killed in that room.
Yes.
I thought it was you.
Yeah, I thought it was you too.
I still
God, I
think
take the
I
blame
still
for
think it's
everything.
you.
Didn't
You know how it feels.
Did I look like I was like, bam, done? I did not look like that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, see, I looked
It's like one
innocent.
of those things we
Super
didn't
innocent.
see you and him in the same room, so we can't
Yeah.
say it wasn't you.
Exactly.
It's true. We don't have.
I haven't
evidence
ruled you
of-
out yet.
Yeah, but you know,
There's no love from that whole side of the room.
Sorry.
It's like,
you gotta win them
It's
over.
your it's your
in
character.
front- before the night's up. You gotta.
Are you gonna give me love now?
I welcomed you with open arms.
That's true. That's true. Khaliel did welcome me with open
See,
arms at
see,
first.
he means well. He
Yeah.
does.
With
I
my
didn't.
heart on my
He
sleeve.
didn't.
I
He
didn't.
didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, I saw it and I was just like,
No. He told me he thought I was evil from like
He did. I heard
minute
that.
one.
Yeah.
Are you
Your
her
character.
amen corner?
Your
What are you
character.
doing over here?
I'm sorry, but I mean, she's not her character, so you know.
I know. But
We're
I
here
saw
with
it, I was
Jessica
like-
right now.
it's like, why is she
That's
here?
right.
you know what it is?
Bad guy.
Janeisha's been waiting 4 weeks to have her own
To
female
have a
backup
female
on the
back-
show.
I agree.
I mean, but you're
I'm
one of the
here.
girls.
Oh, don't you be like that. Come
Okay,
on.
guys,
Oh,
I'll put you guys in timeout soon.
I had your
Yeah,
back for
put
a
him in
second too. What
timeout.
We were
happened?
really fighting with each
Time out
other.
though.
I think you're just jealous because I get to sit next to Janeisha each week.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Oh.
Player's gonna hate.
So he doesn't like sitting
Over
next to me.
here.
That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying compared to sitting next to her.
Oh.
I can't argue with that
I
one.
don't know though. They cuddle up pretty well.
We definitely
you know,
do.
they get close.
Oh, that, yeah.
Look
yeah.
at the way his shoulders up. You know, the body language is kind of like, you know, he's like
She's coming
leaning
for you
this
guys.
way. I'm not saying Khaleel's into it. I'm just saying, you know, Josh over here is kind of.
But you are saying that I am into it.
Well, you're clearly. I mean, you're smiling like so huge.
Yeah, he's just a naturally happy guy.
I am.
Josh is.
I
Yeah,
am.
you know. Hey, Khaliel, have I told you how nice your hat is today, man?
I thought about this hat this morning when I put it on. I thought about you.
Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate
When
that.
I got dressed this morning, I was thinking about you.
You can stop
Take that
right
where
there
you
now.
want.
All right, guys, bring it back.
It's turned to group therapy.
All
Right.
right, Jessica, let's chat a little bit with you. I know you have a pretty interesting background. You said you started out with classical dancer.
Classical
ballet-
piano, more music.
Music.
Yeah, I
Oh,
started
wow.
out
That's
with
cool.
music when I was young, but
That's
I
awesome.
did dance. I did dance.
Okay,
yeah.
so you play the piano and the violin, right?
I did play the violin. I also have taught myself the guitar. I have to say my violin skills have gone backwards, but the piano I've still got, and I've been teaching myself guitar.
Nice.
I sing.
How'd you
Yeah.
get into acting?
Well, when I was little, I wanted to be on Broadway.
Okay.
So I thought, like, you know, my mom used to record all the PBS specials. And so I'd watch, like, all the musicals, and I thought that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But when I was in school, I guess I just started, you know, doing plays as well, and took a few classes, and then got a manager, and then got sent on auditions, and I just found that I actually really liked acting as well. And I never quite figured out what to do with music, although now I'm finally recording my own stuff.
Awesome.
So maybe soon, we'll hear
Awesome.
something.
We have a little treat later for you guys.
Oh no! I don't like the way this is going.
Sorry.
Come to this side.
It's
Come
not
to
out
this.
yet. It's not out yet.
Come to this side.
We'll get to that. Now, I read somewhere that it literally only took you about 6 months to get your first real big acting gig.
Oh,
Tell me a little bit about that. Is that true?
yeah. It was. You know, it's funky. It's like you just never know with this industry. But I did get really lucky. I auditioned for this indie movie. And it was like a comedic character. It's this girl who like constantly likes the lead character, and she's always like, "Hey Dave, hey Dave, hey Dave," like trying to get his attention. He's like couldn't be effed to like do with her at all. And so anyway, but it was really fun, and it was like my first thing. And some of the cast members from that are still like my close friends.
Awesome.
So it's like it's one of the best experiences in that way.
That's pretty
Are you originally from Los Angeles, or did you move here?
No, I grew up in Orange County.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Not too far.
You know,
Not too far.
I was going to ask, because I know one of the biggest roles you're known for is you were on Awkward for a while.
Right.
Yeah, so a completely different show.
Totally
you know,
different.
Yeah, so now to be on this serious show, I guess, what's it like for you to now, you know, when you're getting ready for work, you know, not saying MTV isn't big, but like, hey, this is CBS, this is prime time. You know, it's we don't touch on it enough, but two minority individuals leading
Yeah.
a show for the first time. What's that experience like for you?
Well, first of all, I have to say both experiences were awesome because the thing is I came on awkward on season 2.
Right.
So they were already a critical hit. And I don't even think I realized at the time, like I think it like set like an unfair standard afterwards because I was like, oh, every time you're on TV it's going to be like this because their fans are crazy.
Right.
Like they like, you go to the mall and they're like excited, they're like, hey, like
Right.
like it was impressive in that sense in a way that I don't think I've even, seen with other things because it's a different age range, like the young audience really loves to get involved. But yeah, I mean, this CBS was super exciting because all of a sudden when you're like, oh, people are like, oh, what channel are you on? Because no one ever, like the average person in public, like they never know what you're talking about. And so they're like, oh, you're on a show. Okay. What's the show called? Okay. What channel is it on? And then you're like, CBS. And they're like, oh.
Right.
Oh, channel 2? Oh.
Channel 2.
Oh, like
Now they're getting- So, would you say now, do you get recognized going out in the street by fans of the show, or
No,
not much yet?
surprisingly not much yet. I mean, hey. But no, I haven't really hit the same reaction, I'd say. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe I just look really different.
I think you just need to beat up a few more people on the show. They'll start being like, you're that girl who kicks that guy's butt on CBS every Thursday. I think that's all that we're waiting for.
All right. More fight scenes.
There
I'll
we
let them
go.
know. I'll be like, please give me more fight scenes. Please.
Now, what was the audition process like getting on this show? Did you go through like a standard audition, or tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think for me and for the girls, it was surprisingly fast, a fast process. Usually, I think you do go through a lot of steps, and I think the boys did.
Yeah.
But for me, I came in. It was pilot season. I just flown in because I'd been working on this movie that hasn't been finished, but was with like Bruce Willis and Ben Kingsley and a whole bunch of awesome people in Cleveland. And so I flew in like I think just the week before, and on like a Monday or Tuesday I went into the casting office and went in, and on the spot they're like, oh hey, she needs to, she's from Hong Kong, she needs to have a little accent. I'm like, what? I didn't know she has an accent. so then I was like, can you give me like 5 minutes? And they're like, yeah, take 5 minutes. And so I went outside and thought about it, went back in, and then they're like, there we go, and did it with an accent. And then next thing I know, like they just took that tape and they did what they needed to do with it, and by the end of the week they told me that it was a go. So it happened quite quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I did notice the accent though. I noticed it's because you don't have an apparent accent
Right,
now.
right.
So do you have to like mentally like prepare yourself to get into that zone, or did you have to train to get that accent, or?
Luckily, I think the thing that I had to work really hard on was the Cantonese. That one, I took as much time as I could each time. As soon as I got the lines, there's not that much time, but I really try to rehearse that because I speak Mandarin usually, so it's very different. The accent wasn't as bad for me because I guess at this point, because I go back a lot, and I spend a lot of time in Asia. My parents have accents. So that isn't as much of an issue.
Awesome.
Where in Asia do you spend time?
All over. I shot a movie in Korea last year. I spent a lot of time, the year before, and last year I was in China for a couple months, hanging out and going to the film festivals.
Awesome.
I go to Taiwan, so just all over. Yeah.
I have a question because I've been doing my research on you, and one of the interviews I heard you did for, I believe, The Lost Girl in Korea, that you actually did get lost and you didn't speak English and you had to find a taxi. Can you tell us that story? Because I read it and I'm like, wow, that must have been crazy.
Yeah. So I was filming this awesome movie called Soul Searching in Korea, which will be out this summer. So
Nice.
hopefully everyone will check it out when it's out. But I don't really speak much Korean.
Right?
So And so, you know, the boys, it's Justin Chon plays one of the boys, and the boys have a lot of scenes that I'm not in.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'd get time off, and I'd be off on my own, and I'd be like, I want to make the most of it. I want to go and see nature. I want to go hiking. I want to see everything that there is to offer. And so we were out in like the countryside, like 4 hours outside of Seoul, which is like the major city. So we're like nowhere near anything like a mall, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, I hear there's this mountain. I Googled it, you know? and I hear there's this flower park. I'm like, all right. So I go to the hotel. I'm like, get me a taxi to this mountain. They're like, okay, no problem. So they do it. I get in the taxi. I go to the mountain. I get to the mountain, and I realize I'm like, oh, like, how do I get back from this mountain, you know? And so I'm like, I get my phone and I do the Google Translate thing, you know, like Google Translate, like make it speak, you know? So I'm like, translate it into Korean. I like try to show him, and I'm like, can you pick me up later, you know? And he's like, sure. He gives me his number, and he's like, you know, just. So I'm like, okay, got it. So then I'm like, all right, I decide to walk around. I leave this mountain. I go to a flower park. I check out other stuff, and my phone starts to die. And I'm like,
that's not
okay.
no.
So I plug it in the bathroom, and then I'm like, I got to call this guy. But then I realize I'm not at the same place anymore. So I call this guy from the bathroom, and I'm like trying to say to him, like, taxi. I try to say the name of the place, and I just had to like pray that he was gonna figure out where I am.
So he found you.
Yeah, he showed up. I stood on the corner for a while thinking it's not going to work. I'm going to have to find a different way home. And then I gave it like 5 minutes, and he showed up. And
Nice.
I was like, my faith in humanity.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Okay.
Girl power.
Lucky.
That's girl power right there.
There we go.
Now, I read somewhere that you wrote, directed, and produced a short film.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Bereft.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about that? What was that like?
Yeah, so that was actually this really spur of a moment thing.
Okay.
That I did with a cinematographer friend of mine who's really talented. He's shooting like all the like top awesome TV shows right now, named Yasu Tanida. Mm-hmm. And back then, you know, I was renting this room from this director, and he was gone, and so we're like, let's shoot something. And I do music and stuff, and so he's like, let's do it. So we came up with this little thing. He came over on like a Saturday or something afternoon, and we just started shooting all kinds of cool stuff, and shooting me singing, and just try to tell this little story about this girl and what she's going through, like slice of life. You know, but I definitely want to get more into this stuff. I think, like, you know, more female stories should be out there.
I agree.
I agree.
So I'm trying to encourage more of that.
More females.
Yeah,
Encourage.
yeah, Khaliel. Yeah,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Let's talk a little more Rush Hour. Okay, now on set, what is it like on set? You know, being your fight scenes and, you know, working with this cast is relatively I won't say like they're a known like a household name necessarily, like the actors.
Yeah.
You know, what is it like working with, you know, these new actors and, you know, all of you guys kind of, you know, building a name for yourself?
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun, you know, no one's got any egos. Everyone's a team, like the crew, the writers, like, you know, Trey I worked with on a previous show, so it's like even more like family. You know, everyone's just so down to earth and so fun. Mm-hmm. A couple of the boys, you know, like have like families and stuff, so they can't like hang all the time.
Okay.
But the rest of us, like, we go out all the time.
That's
you
awesome.
know, like
That's cool.
we hang. We're hanging tomorrow night. We hung out last week. Like, I see so much of these guys that I'm
You
like,
sick of them yet? No, I'm joking.
not yet. Soon.
Are you trying to project something onto her
I think
compared to your current coworkers?
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not sick of you guys
Just checking.
at all.
Do you guys all hang out all the time too?
No.
You're like 10 more minutes and I'm out of here.
I texted
mean-
Khaliel once he wanted to play basketball. He never texted me back.
No.
Oh, snap.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I
Oh.
want to have a fun
Don't do
story on
that.
TV.
That was judging.
For the record, I would hang out with you guys, though. I would.
I would too. Maybe we could all go
Just
to a
saying.
Beyonce concert or
Just
something. No. Okay, so I
Back to
have
you.
another question. What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite scene that you filmed for this?
Oh,
Series.
my favorite. It's not out
Oh, we almost got a spoiler, guys. Okay, almost.
My favorite scene has not aired yet.
You can't give us a clue when to look out for now. No.
I can't. Also, they've been switching up the orders, so I don't even know.
Don't really know.
I have no idea.
Really?
They could do anything.
Switching the order of the episodes?
Really?
No.
Order of what?
The scene, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
It's the episode. It's definitely. She just wasn't supposed to say that just now.
Go ahead, sorry.
No. I'm
No,
I'm
please,
good.
you.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
Please.
it's all you.
After you guys.
I got a question. One, okay, you can't tell us too much. Will there be blood?
Will there be blood on me or on other people?
It doesn't matter.
There
I'm
will
assuming
be
you're
blood.
gonna.
Okay.
There will
I
be
had a
blood.
feeling about that. We know she's gonna hit
blood.
somebody eventually.
Yeah.
I will say I noticed this episode. Well, this episode and the last episode. To me, the tone of the show is gotten a little more serious.
Yeah.
Originally it was kind of funny. Like
Yeah,
super funny.
yeah,
This
yeah.
episode to me wasn't a really funny one at all. Just a few things. I like when Gerald said DJ Fluffer Nutter. DJ F Nut.
That was hilarious.
He's so
Oh
funny,
my
man.
God.
He's a trap.
He is so funny all the time.
Yeah. But so I mean, will it get back? Can you at least say whether or not we will get more of a serious tone towards the rest of the season, or is it just gonna get a little bit of funny still?
I think usually, it's the usual tone is what, your bit of funny and action and everything. I think the only time it gets serious is when I show up.
Oh.
So hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. So I want to be funny, but they they're like, no, you. I'm like, I don't think they know about awkward,
Okay,
No,
okay.
but no, they try to keep me more serious, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a final. Well, one of my big questions, not the final one. You know what? So much, obviously, the history of the franchise, and there's probably some challenges that go along with that. As a character who's completely new to it, do you feel like that was an advantage for you coming up with your character compared to maybe the prep that Justin and John had to go through?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know the stuff as I know.
Yeah, I love it. I saw them having to deal with all like that. That's just such it's a
lot of
lot to
pressure,
deal with,
yeah.
And so for me, I'm like chilling. We're all
You get to
chilling.
do your thing.
But it's so fun for me. I love the character, so
You do a great job. I'm
thanks.
curious, obviously a big part of the show is the chemistry between Lee and Carter. What are John and Justin like on set or off camera? Are they actually that cool, or do they have some kind of tension anytime the characters have to have tension?
Oh, they're both awesome. They're like Justin is so professional. He's like super professional, studies his line, like he's always like on it, like working on his stuff, like one of the most hardworking guys I know, which I really respect,
Right.
He like really deserves it. And then John, like, wow. I mean, he's just that martial arts stuff for him is just so easy. Like it's just effortless, So it's a huge joy to work with both of them.
Now we see in the episode that you've been playing both sides, kind of, but we find out ultimately that you are part of the CIA. I got that right, guys? FBI.
Well, the secret,
So we think.
The secret.
the
Service.
MSS, which is the Ministry of Secret Service for China, which kind
Okay.
of is like the equivalent but for China.
Okay.
Okay.
So you were out here on a mission. We thought all the time you were just a bad girl.
Maybe she is.
He's gonna stick with it.
He's holding out.
Hey, you're gonna look like a genius if she takes
telling
over the
you.
whole thing in the
I'm
finale.
going all in. I'm going all in with this. I really
It's the
am.
only way to go.
It is.
Yeah.
Should we bet money or?
Should we? Well, no, you
I
have
mean,
an
am
unfair.
I allowed
You
to
have an
bet?
unfair
Yeah, that's
advantage.
not fair.
You have an unfair
She
advantage.
knows
It's like Josh Way,
Well,
remember?
I'm willing to put up for that and that Dee Dee and John.
Oh wait, we were getting into prediction. We gotta wait. Let's not jump.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get into predictions, but right now, actually, I promised you guys we had a little treat for you.
I'm really
So
scared.
let's get into news and gossip. We got a little video for you guys.
Oh, no.
Okay, and it looks like here. I think they're ready to play for us. Check
Oh,
it out.
No, this again?
Go ahead, go for it.
Why this? They try to make me go to rehab, but I said no.
We could have opened with this song.
No, let's not.
When I come back, you will know.
Ah.
I ain't got the time.
You sound great.
I sound like a baby.
This is a long time ago,
This is
right?
a long time ago. This is before I got anything.
Oh no, do the operator.
Go. The guys are feeling it. Look at them. Oh, bring it down. Go on, Jessika.
I think if they're doing the music video, I'm good to go.
Oh, okay.
Like I want them to represent.
We're
me.
gonna set it up. Thank you guys. Now, so this was about 6 years ago,
Oh my
right?
god, yeah. This was like, I think it was one of those things where back then Glee was like the big show.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that was audition because I saw the words Glee up there.
Yeah, and so you had to like do self tapes for Glee, and so that was like my
That's your audition.
audition for Glee.
That's a good
Maybe I
job.
should go back and like delete these videos off of YouTube. I'm thinking.
no, it's just a character.
Do you perform anywhere?
No, but you know what? Actually, just a few months ago, I started recording music that's nothing like that.
Right.
Nothing like that in my defense. It's like music that I've written on my own, and it's kind of like indie pop, a little edgy.
Awesome.
And so as soon as we finish that, I'm gonna release that, and then I think I'll probably go out and play a little.
Awesome.
For fun.
We'd,
Cool.
Yeah.
We'd love to check that out. So if you can
Yeah,
just, let
yeah.
us
I'll
know.
send it
That'd be
when
awesome.
when it's ready.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, are you guys ready to kind of jump into some predictions?
Let's do it,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
All
Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz
It's
TV
right. It's assassin.
I'm just like, oh my god, lights everywhere.
All right. Who's going first?
You can go first, Janeisha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that Kim and John are gonna eventually team up and do some butt kicking together as brother and sister. Now that we know that she's playing on the good side, I think at some point he's gonna find out that she's not with the Quantal, and I think that they're gonna take down the bad guys together. I think it's gonna be awesome. I hope that there's an awesome fight scene with you two fighting the other people. So yeah,
Oh, that'll be fun.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I agree that I think that you and John are going to work together, but I think that when you guys do, it's going to cause some tension between Lee and Carter because, suddenly he has someone else. Carter is going to feel left out because now
Yes.
there's another kung fu crime fighting cop, and maybe Carter feels a little left out.
That's his sister though. Like if he feels left out, then I don't know. He got some issues. But
I think Kim is fronting, and she's a double agent, and she's not who she says she is right now.
ooh, okay, okay.
She hates me.
Smiling at you. I'm smiling.
Yeah, but you're smiling at me like,
She knows everything.
I'm gonna
we've done,
roundhouse
man.
kick you right after
Wait,
this.
Khaliel, what you got going up here?
I agree with Janeisha because Janeisha's always right.
Girl power. Girl power.
I know we can't get any spoilers out of you, but can you tell us on anything that you're working on that we can look out for?
Yeah, I'm working on this Star Wars kind of fan universe web series.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's
that's got
cool.
some fighting in it as well. So that will be exciting. It will be coming out on the internet with these guys named Force Storm.
When should we look out for that?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think they have like a lot of subscribers, so I think they like do update videos. So they'll probably let y'all know. And then my music.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Do you have like a YouTube page where we can see your music or subscribe to?
I haven't put anything up yet,
Okay.
but
Except for the
I do.
Glee
I
one.
do. Yeah.
Are you
the
going
one
by-
I need to take off.
Are you going by
She
your?
has a couple other videos up there, by the way, guys.
Okay.
So check it out.
Yes.
Are you going by your full name or do you have a stage name?
I haven't decided that yet. At the
Okay.
moment, I guess it's just my name. But what do you guys think? What's the vote?
Just
Do you-
money.
Just.
Just money.
I actually
I like
like
it.
that.
Hey.
All right.
I
J
like
money.
it.
J money or just money?
Just money. J
Just
money's
money.
too juvenile.
All right. Any other opinions in here?
I'm
Bright
rocking with
ideas?
Just Money.
I like that
I
one
like
too.
it. I think it's cool.
All right. There we go.
10%
He's my
finder's
manager.
fee.
Oh,
You took out a page out of the Gerald handbook right
Yes.
there.
yeah. Yeah, where is Gerald? I mean, like, I need him to, protect me from this deal.
Uh-oh. All right. So where else can they find you right now? If you want to update them on social media.
Yeah, I'm Jessica Van on pretty much everything. It's,
Okay.
it's that exciting.
And it's Jessika with a K.
Oh, yes, Jessica with a K.
All right, so you guys know where to find her. And then, of course, you guys can find me on all social media at Janeisha_MSVI. Where can they find you guys?
Yeah, Gabriel Gonzalez, as always, double G on TV.
I am Josh Rodriguez. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh_Rodriguez_.
Khaliel Abooboo at Khaliel Abooboo.
And Jessica, it was a pleasure.
So fun.
Awesome having
Thanks
you.
for
Yes,
having
thank you
me.
for coming.
Yes,
Coming,
thank
for
you.
having my bad girl power.
Yeah.
Power.
Good luck with everything, music and everything.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
All right.
Aw.
And of course, we'll see you
Thank you,
guys next week, of course, for another after show for Rush Hour. So until next week, bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.